Sharelun takai orun velun shakar. Inkai varoritri elun kaishara. Tesura valorin temariso. Nashai lunkai maru sheliat. Kayo shalom shari Soraya Malik. Good day, collective. It's your girl Soraya coming to you with the word for today. Shale ne dukai. Telun share veororin kai. This word, it's taken me 40 years to learn, y'all. And it is trying to teach someone how to love you. Us is the first mistake. Like, for real, y'all. Like, man, do you understand how many times I've been mollywopped over this? I just, like over explaining myself. Like, I think I just now am at a point where I've realized if I have to over explain and negotiate with someone or try to teach someone how to love me, I'm already at a disadvantage. Because, like, real love, real expression of love, it isn't about trying to convince someone why they should love you. Like, real love comes from that they have the capacity to do it, that they're in alignment to receive it. So, like, if you are a good person in abundance, in peace and joy, like, you would want a same person. But guess what? If your life is a hot mess and things are falling apart and you ain't got it together, guess what you're going to attract? You attract what you are and who you are, okay? So if a person isn't in alignment on that same, like, level as you, then they're going to have a hard time. You're going to have a hard time trying to meet. It's going to be like you're going to be talking on a whole another level, y'all. So, like, when we talk about, someone's not on my level, like, don't just talk about money, currency. The real currency is energy. So, when you're not on the same level in that way with a person, that makes a big difference. Also, emotional maturity. We got a lot of grown-ups walking around with the emotional maturity of children. Real talk, y'all. Like, that is a real thing. And add on the layer of that a lot of people have trauma that have happened when they were younger, or different, things that have conditioned them to believe certain things that might not, put them in alignment to be on that same level with you as well, right? It could be timing. There's so many different reasons why love, real love, is hard. And I think one of the main things for me is, like, I have to, when I've been in my past relationships, like, truly being with someone that's spiritual and who understands the importance of standing in sovereignty and, like, knowing themselves and being grounded in themselves and to be in love and have a close relationship with God is very important. I'm very happy that my man and I both share that. And, like, I don't think that our relationship has been traditional at all. I think that we both met each other. We were in alignment with each other because we both were at our own points of struggle. So, like, when I say you have to be in alignment and, like, on each other's level, it doesn't necessarily mean that, like, y'all both have to be perfect, right, to meet each other. Or, like, no, like, y'all can both be in alignment of the struggle bus, but that, y'all can together come together. Not that you're making each other whole, because you should be whole by yourself in alignment with God, but that y'all two can come together and help each other grow. Right? And it's not easy when you do that. It's not easy when you really are helping each other grow. It's actually pretty messy. It's messy, but it's beautiful at the same time. It's beautiful when you can come together with a person and that person doesn't want anything from you than just your presence. Your presence. Nothing else. They don't want any items from you. They don't have a hidden agenda. They don't think that you're a lick. You know, it's not about what you can do for them, it's that your presence is sacred to them, that they value your happiness as much as theirs, that they feel the need to be protective of you, and both women and men, and to love your family as their own. These things are very important. And throughout my life, y'all, I definitely got caught up and like begging for love, begging, like, and then like refusing to leave people who showed me, they told me they loved me, they said a lot of stuff, a lot of words with no meaning. Do you hear me? A lot of words, but the actions, what they did to me, stealing from me, being physically abusive, being psychologically abusive, not respecting my boundaries, just using me, just so many different things. Their actions just spoke so differently than actually who they really were. And like, one thing about me is like, for any relationships, but especially for a person that I'm going to be like my partner, I expect authenticity. I expect that what they're saying to me is really how they feel inside. And this is applicable not just for like your husband or your wife or your boyfriend or girlfriend or whoever to you. This should be for all relationships. Like, I'm not going to beg for your love either. If you my friend or my family, I'm not going to chase you around. Like, you have to love me the right way. And loving me the right way is me being, a person who has emotional maturity. I'm going to express to you how I need to be loved. You're going to meet me there. And if you tell me how you need to be loved and supported, I'm going to meet you there too, with authenticity, with compassion, with urgency, right? Because a lot of times, sometimes, like, you will go and do a million things for somebody, and then either they'll like put you to the back of the bus and then prioritize other people that do them wrong and like don't really care much about them. They'll treat the person that treats them the worst the best, and you sitting there looking like, I've been doing all this for you, and I asked you to do something, and you just either never do it or you wait till very late to do it. No, you got to give urgency to the people that matter, that take care of you. And you have to think about what their needs are. Like, you should want to see them happy. You should want them to see them at peace. If you see them struggling, you should want to help take the load off, even if you have a load, because you're respecting it in kind. Love should be reciprocal. But this, y'all, this is taught by experience, lessons, time. Like, it is not your job to be somebody's teacher. It is not your job to teach a grown man or a grown woman how to properly love. It's just not. I personally don't want to be a lesson anymore. I want to be the blessing. I want to be the presence. I don't want to be somebody else's lesson. That is old. That is tired. Because I am a blessing. And like I said, I'm not just talking about boyfriend or girlfriend, husband, wife, or any partner that you may be with. I'm talking about people in my life. I am not dead weight. I am not baggage. You do not need to be in connection or relationship to me. You don't have to talk to me. You don't have to support me. You don't have to do anything that you don't want to do. If you're going to come in my presence and be around me, it's because you want to be. You really, really, really want to be, not because you're thinking you're going to get something from me. It's because you enjoy it, because it helps you grow, because it makes you feel whole, because it makes you satisfied, because it puts you at ease, because you wouldn't have it any other way, because we're best friends or we're friends, because life is way better with me in it versus without. And it's not because, I'm going to be another karmic cycle that you have to go through to learn a lesson. And that applies for everybody, y'all. So put yourself, you know, put yourself first in whatever relationship that you're in. The right relationships, the right connections. If y'all decide to grow together and become in alignment with each other, it'll happen seamlessly and naturally. It might be a little messy, but it'll be worth it. All right? I love y'all. Peace.